Hey, it's Chris. Welcome to your reading. I'm just going to do a little speed read this morning. See what we need to know. What do we need to know for the upcoming week? Please give us a message for the upcoming week on what we need to know. What do we need to know for the upcoming week? Please give us a message for the upcoming week. Almost. Please give us a message for the upcoming week. Oh, okay. Oh, I think it's funny whenever there's, they're layered and they're surprising. Okay, the Tower in reverse. Two of Swords. Judgment in reverse. And the Hermit. Ooh. This is feeling like a recovery period. Because the Tower and Judgment are pretty weighty cards typically, but they're both in the reverse. So this is feeling like we've really processed and I've really considered our role in a situation. And also at the same time, I think we've learned to become, in our solitude, quite forgiving of the fact that not only did we play a role in a certain situation, but we're also a product of our environment and our conditioning. And so therefore, it makes perfect sense that you acted the way that you did. Perhaps there'd been some hemming and hawing, some feelings of, how did this happen? Feeling quite indecisive and stuck on, is this my fault? Is it not? And coming to a more neutral place of just like, it is what it is. It's not really anyone's fault. It's just, you acted the way you acted. Others acted the way they acted. And it was almost like a movie. You pressed play and it was inevitably going to just play out the way that it did. It was almost like it was scripted ahead of time. Let's check out the bottom of the deck energy. Temperance in reverse. Okay. We've learned through extremes, through extreme contrast of, I think we've oscillated back and forth between this is completely my fault to it's totally their fault. And I think now we've just kind of settled into quite a neutral place of it is what it is. And I think that's actually the most healthiest. And I think also with Temperance in reverse, we're contemplating what lessons can we glean from this situation that's not maybe spiritually bypassing, not kind of intellectualizing our feelings, but really seeing the situation for the intense growth opportunity that it was, that it is, that it will be, that it will continue to be. This feels like an extreme pivot. And I'm proud of you for coming to a place of neutrality with the situation. I think that's incredibly hard to do. I think the human mind has a tendency of wanting to label things good or bad. And also at the same time, I also want to be wary that maybe even though become a time where labeling something as neutral is still, in a sense, labeling something, I guess, for lack of a better way of explaining it. Neutral is just the best word that I have for it is what it is. And just witnessing. And I don't mean it is what it is in a self-defeating kind of way of, but more of a, you've really considered it back and forth. You've really chewed it up, spit it out with your mind. And the lessons to be gleaned from this are quite unique, quite valuable. And it took perhaps a very unique, sometimes in some cases an undesired experience to our human mind in order to experience a spiritual lesson that is quite advanced and quite specific. I'm drawn to the Lantern of the Hermit. If you look closely, it's actually a star. And that makes me think about the star card in the tarot as well, which I haven't pulled, but it's up on my wall over there as a source of inspiration. This makes me think like in our moments of solitude and isolation where perhaps we felt cut off from the rest of the world as a result of this situation. I think we've really become a lot more clear on who we are, what we want, through having all of it questioned, through having all of it torn apart, ripped apart, and witnessing all of it come crumbling down. So, in the aftermath of this crumbling, when you're looking at the ashes of what once was, I'm picturing a phoenix rising from that, transforming from that. And this is really feeling like we're in that bit of that transformation process of the post extreme event clarity. It feels like we've been processing something for months from every angle possible, mentally, emotionally, physically. And now we've come to a place where we can put it down and rest. Thank you so much for watching. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Bye.